remember, like, it was a few months ago when I decided to come back to the channel. I was like, I'm at 300 and something, like, maybe I'll reach, like, 500 by the end of the year. And, like, here I am now at double that. So, thank you guys. It really means a lot, especially when you guys tell me that you enjoy the videos, or that the videos help you relax or get in some sleep. So, that really motivates me to keep going. I'm gonna try to think of some ideas of, like, a special video to do for 1,000 subscribers. Because I don't want it to be just a regular video. I want it to be something special, so I'll start thinking of some ideas. But, like I said last video, this video is gonna be a ramble about my beach trip to Daytona, which was a lot of fun. It was over Memorial Day weekend. So, I also have a blizzard from Dairy Queen. As you can tell, I've eaten some of it, and that's because I filmed like 5 minutes of this video before, and then my grandmother started being really, really loud and like kept interrupting me, so I was just like, no, I'm gonna scratch it because that has stopped so many times. It's a Oreo cookie dough blizzard, yeah. Oh my gosh, I just realized how dry the ice cream's making my throat, or like, like sticky kinda. I don't know how to describe it, but anyways. So yes, I went to Daytona Beach for Memorial Day weekend. I went with my family, and then my friend came along too, because they always invite him on family trips, which is okay with me, of course. But it's like at the point where they don't even ask me if he can come, they ask him if he wants to come. And like, what if I don't want him to come? But it's alright, I always want him to come because he makes me feel normal. Like, my family is pretty crazy, and he's the only one that goes like, why are you the only normal one in your family? And I'm like, thank you. So, and of course now, all the noises want to start. By the way, I'm filming this at like 3 p.m. and my Nana didn't get out of bed until like 2. So of course now when I start filming, she wants to start making all these noises and stuff. Anyways, sorry, back to the story. So our first day there, my mom, my friend, and my brother and I went kayaking down the canals that were around like the house we were staying at. And it's like a saltwater canal because it connects to the ocean. So I remember, like, I looked up the place that we were renting the kayaks from. They were like, oh yeah, you could see like manatees, little fish and stuff. And I'm like, sure, that's fine with me, because I go out in the water, like beach, the ocean, lakes, rivers and stuff, but I don't want to see what's in the water. That's the only way I can do it, is if I don't think about what's in there with me. Like, I know it's in there, but I don't want to think about it, nor do I want to see it. So we're kayaking, and like 5 minutes in, I see a sea turtle, like a big sea turtle, and I was like, sure, that sea turtle's not gonna do anything to me, but if a sea turtle's in this water, what else is in this water? And like, the sea turtle's probably like 1 foot away from me, and I know like they're not scary, but still, I was like, oh my god, the sea turtle just swam right past me. And they were all like, oh no way, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah. Which it was cool, because I've never seen a sea turtle like outside of like a zoo or an aquarium. I've never seen one like just in the water roaming freely, so it was cool. And then like an hour after that, on our way back, there are dolphins swimming like in front of us, working their way towards us. And I was like, oh my god, if these dolphins get close to me, I'm gonna freak out, and it's gonna make me tip this kayak over, and I'm gonna fall into the water. And it wasn't like water you're supposed to swim in, like it was pretty dirty. So, and like, oh my god, if there's dolphins and sea turtles, like there's no telling. Like, I was like, please let these dolphins just like go the other way or not come close to us. And luckily I think see a, like, him and I are literally, like, he's facing me and I'm facing him, and he has his back out towards the, like, ocean, while my back's pointed towards the sand, because I'm not about to turn my back away, you know, to where if something could come up, it'll be a surprise. But anyways, there's like tons of people in the water, and I see like something swim behind him, and I'm like, oh, what is that person doing so close to us? It was a shark. And like, as I said, I do not do the animals, and like that's obviously the main one that I am trying to avoid seeing or thinking about. So it was a shark. Mind you, it was a lemon shark, so like not aggressive, but still, it was big, like probably like 6 feet plus. So like I just go, oh my god, that's a shark, and like he turns around and like it's like literally 3 feet behind him, and we just start running out of there. And like I'm looking around, wondering if people are gonna like look at us, being like, what are they running from? But literally everyone just mind their own business. It didn't say anything or didn't even look at us. So like him and I were pretty far out. We were probably like we were a distance far out, but we weren't deep because there were a lot of sandbars. So we were probably like my chest deep. But like, so we had to swim and then run back. And I remember thinking, oh, it's gonna swim over to these group of people and they're gonna freak out. No, I don't know where it went. Like it must have went back out. Maybe when it saw us like freaking out, like maybe we scared it, but it scared me. It scared us. And my friend was like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember seeing it because I'm trying to block it out of my head. And I was like, yeah, I actually saw like a good view of it, so it was horrible. And then like, of course, we start looking up lemon shark attacks and anything like that, and it said like only five reports of like deaths caused by lemon sharks, or I even think it might have just been injuries caused by lemon sharks. So luckily we got very lucky, because oh my gosh, I can't even imagine, like even that was too much for me. Like we didn't go back in the water the rest of the day. We literally left after that. We said nope, and we got our stuff and we left. And then after that we went to this restaurant and met the rest of my family there. There were about 9 of us in total, so they were all just chilling at the house, so they came and met us there. And we told them about our shark encounter. And most of them are like me, to where they don't, well actually most of them are worse than me, because they won't even go in the water usually, and if they do, it will only be like waist deep. So when I told them about it, they were like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And then my brother goes, did you take a picture? No, why would I? First of all, why would I have my phone with me out in the ocean? And second of all, if I did, why would I stop and be like, oh my god, look, a shark right next to me, let me take a picture? Like, no. I didn't have time to even think. I literally just reacted. But at least I know that in the fight response, I'm a flyer. So I get out of there. I'm not about to see out, like, and like I don't know for sure if it was a lemon shark, but when I started, like, that was my initial guess. And then when I looked up pictures of lemon sharks, I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. So but yes, and then what do we do after that? We played games, and then once like the older adults, like my aunt, my mom, my grandmother, and like we had 2 twins that were I think they're like 6 months old now. So like whenever all of them went to bed, me and my cousins and my brother and my friend all stayed up playing drinking games. And that was a lot of fun. And then we watched a scary movie called Host. It's The Host or Host, I forget which one. But it's about like these people during COVID doing a seance via Zoom. And like at first I was like, I how scary can this be, because it's all just gonna be like people on their cameras, like their laptop camcorders and stuff. But it's actually like one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, and I love scary movies, and I usually don't get scared by them, but this one got me. It was unexpectedly very, very good. And then I looked up the reviews and had a really high score on Rotten Tomato, which a lot of horror movies don't, so that was good. Good story, good jump scares, though. But yeah, and then my friend and I were staying in the same room, so him and I watched A Simple Plan, which is a movie with Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively, because I told him about, like, I forget, I was like explaining the plot to him, and he was like, oh, we should watch it, and I was like, okay, so we watched that, and then we fell asleep, and that was pretty much it. Then we all went home after that, so yeah, that was my beach trip. And I know I'm freaking out about the stuff I saw, and it's like, dude, you went to a beach, what'd you think you see? But like, I go to the beach all the time. I don't see that stuff still, so it was all new experiences for me. Maybe it's that Atlantic water. Never going back in the Atlantic. I'm gonna stick to the Gulf. Even though I think a lot of bull sharks are in the Gulf, which would have been worse, but anyways. Yeah, I went to the beach, went on my beach trip, wanting to see 0 animals, and then I see, well, I don't mind seeing dolphins if I'm not in the water next to them. It's the fact that I was next to them is what freaked me out. Same with the sea turtle. If I saw the sea turtle from like a proper boat, or like from the shore, standing on the land, and I just saw it swimming by, I'd be like, oh cool, a sea turtle. Even with a shark, if I was on land and I saw a shark swim by, I'd be like, oh my god, that's so cool, a shark. But since I was in the water with them, right next to them, I was like, no. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this ramble, and I'm sorry I didn't eat much of my ice cream, but it's hard to whisper while eating ice cream, I realized. But if you guys have any ideas of what I should do for 1,000 subscribers, let me know, and maybe I will use that idea. But I will also be thinking of some ideas in the meantime. But I hope you guys enjoyed